sugars. It's your sweet southern gal, Dixie Carter here. And I just came to say, I'm taking all your money, bitch! I'm the Wicked Witch of the West, bitch! Yeah, basically, I actually got like a lot of, possibly gonna be getting a lot of money from the WWE just to give some of the TNA library to WWE. I'm gonna double my money, and even though I ran this company to the ground. So yeah, pretty much, I pretty much fucked this company over, and I don't give a shit. I don't care. Nobody gives a shit about anything but me. I don't care. Toto, you little bitch. Come over here. Come on. Yeah, Toto. Now, Toto, I want you to go over, and I want you to say to the TNA stars absolutely nothing. I'm a sweet southern gal, bitch. Anyway, yeah, Toto, you go and don't tell them nothing, because I don't want to know anything, because once the talent gets whiffed that I haven't been paying them for the past few weeks, then they're going to leave me. Listen, this Matt Hardy thing is the only decent thing on TNA in the past fucking 15 years, bitch. Anyway, so I have to address all this right now. You know, I'm a sweet southern gal that likes the money. I like the money, bitch. But anyway, yeah, pretty much, I'm taking all the money, I'm packing my bags and I'm going, and, wait, what? What do you mean Billy Corgan's trying to sue us? What do you mean we weren't upfront about the fucking payments? Wait, what? Oh, god damn it! That fucking bitch General Jerry's probably gonna do a video on me right now. You know, every time I walk down the street, Toto, everyone's turning around and calling me a blue waffle cunt. I try to Google that shit, and I tell you what, sugar, I was disgusted. Anyway, let's just hope that General Jerry boy doesn't get a whiff of this right now. Oh boy, the TNA fans are gonna hit me for this one. Now, before the TNA fans get their knickers in a twist, because we all know yous are already in the comment section and yous are already saying, you hate TNA, Cherry! You hate TNA! Why are you doing this? So, to make those guys happy, I will not be addressing the TNA as a company. I will be solely talking about Dixie the Blue Waffle Carter, okay? Now, a lot of you will know that I have become... Let's be honest, a lot of people have called Dixie Carter the Blue Waffle. I remember I did that video about 2 years ago, and it's become, like, a few people have used it and called her Blue Waffle. I don't know. It was something spontaneously I said. However, the reason why I'm making this video is because, specifically, I actually want to get in, I actually want to discuss Dixie Carter's business practices, how it is actually affecting TNA, and why TNA fans shouldn't be mad at, like, they shouldn't be mad at the wrestlers, they shouldn't be mad at themselves, they shouldn't be mad at the audience, the cameraman, the announcers, they shouldn't be mad at that, because there is one person that is to blame for TNA's downfall, and that is Dixie Carter, okay? And here's the thing, I'm sure she's a very sweet southern gal there, y'all. I'm sure she's a very sweet lady, I'm sure she's very nice. However, if I have to summarize her practices in TNA, it would be this, and that is through X-Pac. So, check this out, and I'm sure you all understand where I'm coming from.
Really cool, but...
I like this guy.
Ostrich with the head in the sand. Leave it at that.
That's an insider's perspective, too, isn't it?
She might be an incredibly nice person. I'm sure she probably is. However, she is playing with the lives of these wrestlers. She's not addressing the situations that are happening in the TNA. Whenever some of these stories come out, she denies it. Then it comes out to be true. You know, there's times, this Billy Corgan thing, she hasn't addressed it. Now, I actually have a little bit of information. It is from Leon Calavera. He's given me some information. He actually called up a department right now, so I'm going to read that out right now for you guys. So here's what Leon actually got. I will put a link in the description for his channel to check out. If you want to check out his channel as well. He said, I have info on TNA's debt problem. He actually called Nashville's debt commission last morning there. And TNA owes a lot of people money, 5 years of unpaid loans. Okay, so this is exactly what he wrote here. Several former investigators of Total Nonstop Action Wrestling have filed complaints of unpaid loans. We have estimated TNA owes their former investors $3.6 million, possibly more. That's also not including the amount of money that she owes Billy Corgan. These include talent, production crew, pay cuts. We will make a decision within the next several months whether we shall run TNA out of business via a court order. Furthermore, if TNA does not pay back its unpaid loans within the next month's time, we will make a decision on them. Most sincerely, Nashville's Department Commission, Department's Collection Department email that he got from Nashville's department there. And yes, so I'd like to thank Leon for giving me this information. Basically, there's a lot more that the dirt sheets haven't reported on. Now, I'm not going to turn around and I'm not going to say, oh, the dirt sheets are always right. Listen, trust me, whenever that information came out about TNA possibly dying, that it was going to be bought over, I waited until it was made official, and shit like that, and we still need to wait. But unfortunately, with the way things are going in TNA, it is not looking good. And by Dixie Carter not addressing these situations, she could have other people that help her. Like I said, back when TNA was with Spike, okay, they actually had an opportunity to get rid of Dixie Carter and have another company in that would actually do very well. In fact, if they would have gotten rid of Dixie Carter, no offense to you, Dixie, but if they got rid of her, TNA would not be in the financial situation that it is. Here's my other point to all this. I know people like to bash TNA. I understand that. I've done it. Hell, I've done it, most of my career. I've bashed TNA, but I also bashed WWE as well. In fact, I probably bashed WWE more than TNA. However, that being said, I know a lot of people like to bash TNA, right? And I understand that, and I will say this, what they're doing with the Matt Hardy situation is great. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a throwback to what wrestling should be, and that it was, in fact, actually, having entertainment in the forefront of professional wrestling. And I think Matt Hardy has done an excellent job in that, as well as his brother Jeff, as well as that development team that have actually pushed this story forward. And I actually want to congratulate Matt for actually overcoming. You remember, like, everyone used to bash Matt Hardy and stuff like that, and I feel as if this is an ultimate comeback for him, and I have to say the guy is doing really fucking well. This is the problem, however. Dixie Carter is ruining that hard work that those guys in the TNA are doing. The stars that are in there are putting a lot of fucking hard work into TNA, and unfortunately, because of that, they are ruining all the hard work that the TNA talent is doing. And unfortunately, with Dixie Carter's business practices, it is not helping. What TNA should have done was they should have gotten rid of Dixie Carter as soon as there was financial issues. Unfortunately, maybe there's an element of loyalty there, but the fact remains, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're a TNA fan or whether you're a WWE fan, whether you're a Ring of Honor fan or whatever you are, you have to admit this, TNA fans, Dixie Carter's business practices are not great. Now, I will say this, neither's WWE's, but the difference is with the WWE and the TNA stuff is that WWE aren't in major debt, okay? Say what you will about Vince McMahon and his storylines, and I will say this, he is fucking, there's storylines that are going on in WWE right now that are absolutely terrible. In fact, some people might even say that Vince McMahon is relying too much on the stock market, and he's not really putting as much fucking effort into the actual wrestling show. The brand split, in my opinion, is a fucking disgrace, shit like that, and I will say that, okay? But the thing is with Dixie Carter is that her business practices are overshadowing the hard work that the talent is doing in TNA. It's a fact. They are ruining what TNA is trying to do. And I would even say that this shit, the Matt Hardy thing and stuff like that, I felt that it came at a right time, but it also came at a wrong time, unfortunately. And because of the TNA financial situations and stuff like that, it is completely ruining the company. as a lot of you remember, some of you might not, but some of you may remember, about a year ago, 2 years ago, Dixie Carter was also in financial difficulty. This was during the whole Destination America situation, which me and you all know was a complete and utter disaster, okay? Rather than her, essentially talking around and saying, oh yeah, we're going to address these situations, we're going to stop it, we're going to go and try and develop the team here, we're going to try and get out of debt here, and blah, 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 blah. What does Dixie Carter do? Oh boy, she tries to get a reality TV show. Oh my god. This is the type of crap that pisses off a lot of fans, because the company can actually do well. TNA can actually be an amazing company and can do absolutely fantastic. Believe me, I think it can. It really can. But unfortunately with Dixie Carter, her business practices are completely destroying the company. It's just completely ruining it, and it's overshadowing the hard work that some of these stars that are doing right now. Now, I understand where Billy Corgan's coming from, where he wants to make the company great, but however, it is very clear, and you have to admit this, guys, okay? Billy Corgan wants to help the company. He's doing a great job so far with TNA, but Dixie Carter is getting in his way. I would even dare say, why does Billy Corgan not just set up another company? He's even said that the TNA name, if he buys it, will be completely gone. And maybe this is why Dixie Carter is holding up against it and shit like that. Now, like I said, guys, we're going to get into the Billy Corgan lawsuit right now, so let's get into it. So here is the information right now on this lawsuit. So basically, Billy Corgan has been told to keep it private because it's a restraining order. He has to keep the contents of it private and shit like that. He's actually done it against Dixie Carter, the chief financial officer, and Dixie Carter's husband for the restraining order as well. Corgan is asked to keep the reason of his lawsuit on the grounds of his temporary restraining order against the other people that are involved in this. The lawsuit is going forward, and on Friday, stories of TNA financials were published as many media outlets stated that TNA owes at least $3.4 million to 3 different companies. One of the companies actually folded TNA money for Bound or for Glory on the recent TNA tapings. The money of the promotion owes does not include the money that the company and or Dixie Carter owe Billy Corgan when he was fronted money for tapings earlier this year. Add to TNA's owing state taxes in Tennessee and a payday for the talent coming this week, and the company is in dire straits. Okay, so let's get into the other stuff here. Pretty much, here's the main problem, okay? The talent need to get paid. They're in debt. They're in $3.4 million. Now, a lot of people are saying to me, oh, well, Jerry, if WWE buy the tapings, then that's going to be okay. I'll tell you why that's not okay. Number one, if they buy the tapings, okay? If they actually buy the tapings, the TNA name's done. The TNA name is completely done, okay? Not only that, okay, but WWE now aren't going to buy the library because of this lawsuit now with Billy Corgan. WWE said, we don't want any part of this shit. See you later. Because what WWE wanted was Billy Corgan to actually get the other assets while WWE get the library. Unfortunately, Dixie Carter wasn't playing ball. She could have had a paycheck out of this, which is probably what she wanted all along. And unfortunately now, she screwed herself. So now, she is no buyer for the other assets of the company. And now WWE might not even want the library. So all in all, this is a completely financial meltdown for TNA, and it's going to be really bad for the company in general. It's a really sad state of affairs here, folks. In the midst of all this, right, whether you're a TNA fan, or whether you're a WWE fan, Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground, whatever, okay, there's no disputing what TNA have tried to do in the last 6 months has been great. What they've been trying to do. They haven't got everything perfect ever. That being said, TNA is at least trying. And if the talent is trying, if the actual guys that are working behind the scenes are trying their best, and they are trying their best to make this company what it was before 10 years ago, then why isn't Dixie Carter trying? All I've seen is, like Xbox said, an ostrich in the head in the sand. That's all I've seen. She might be a nice person, But at the end of the day, you're playing with the lives of talent. You're playing the lives with the people that work in that company, that have bled, sweat, and have done everything for that company to keep it afloat. And at the end of the day, Dixie Carter, there's nothing that can be done. There is nothing that can be done. Because right now, Dixie Carter can't walk away from this. At all. She did have a plan to walk away from this, but unfortunately she tried to meddle with the business strategies, with the Billy Corgan thing. That's my estimate. Okay? That's my estimate. And also I think that something took place while there's a restraining order. Okay? Now Billy Corgan might be leaving TNA. Now that he might have a restraining order on it, it looks like TNA is not in the best place right now. And who's to blame for that? It's not the fans. It's not the talent, not the wrestlers, it's not the knockouts, it's not the people that do the cameras, it's not the people that work behind the scenes for production staff, the touring, the people that do hard work there. I'll tell you who's to blame, and that's Dixie Carter. And if you can't admit that to yourself, then I don't know what to say. Dixie Carter is the sole problem with this company. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel. Signing out.